Sun Bowl Invitational Media Conference. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate all the coaches that are here. We have four great institutions that will be participating in our tournament. We're really excited for this year's event. It's going to be one we're really looking forward to. We have two schools joining UTEP that were here recently that both wanted to come back because of how great it was here before. And we are lucky to have New Mexico State joining us after they played in the very first Don Haskins Sun Bowl Invitational in 1961. And 61 years later, they are returning to try to win it this year. And with that being said, I want to introduce our first coach from New Mexico State University, Greg Heyer.
Nice little setup you got here.
Opening statement, Coach, about being in the tournament?
Just really excited to be here. 61 years is a long time, and it's the right thing to do to play in this. And we're just really excited, and some great competition you guys have put together here, and some really good coaches, and like you said, some great institutions. So just excited to be here.
Kent State, obviously they played a really tough schedule and close losses to Houston Gonzaga. Do you feel like they're going to be the best team that you've faced so far this year when you play them tomorrow?
They're definitely right up there. Them and St. Mary's. Their net is, I think it's top 30 in the country. So it's a quad one win at a neutral, or quad one game at a neutral site. So I know Coach Sinderoff really well. I've known him for a long time. He actually signed two of my players when I was at Chipola, when he was at Indiana working for Kelvin Sampson. So we go back a long ways. He's a great coach and does a great job with his program. And they play, they're just really tough and physical and active. And, it's a great game. I mean, it's the type of game you look forward to playing before you're going into conference play.
In terms of obviously the long road trip you were on, have you been on a road trip like that, and just like that experience, like how has that maybe prepared you for competition you'll face this week?
Never been on a road trip like that. I think it was a 9-day road trip, but three really good. I mean, they're all three in the top mid-major top 25 poll. They all were top 100 RPI net games. So we learned a lot. You learn the better the competition, the more you learn about your team, the strengths and weaknesses, and just being together for that amount of time. I thought it brought us closer together because, 13 of the 15 guys and 8 of the top 10 that are playing are all new. So it's, being that time on the road together just brought us closer together.
Yes, obviously you have to win, and then UTEP has to win too. But if you do, that would set up, the matchup I think everybody wants to see is UTEP and New Mexico State in the championship game. Just to play them for a third time, what would that be like if it happens?
Yeah, we got to get past a really good Kent State team, and we'd be excited if that happened. And I came from the Panhandle, and we played conference play. We played 3 times a year, so and it would be two at one place and one at your place. So I'm kind of used to this. If it was to happen, 3 games in a semester, that's what it was like for me. The 6 years I was a head coach in junior college. So, but it would be, hindsight's 22. We got to beat a really good Kent State team first, and they got to beat a really good North Carolina A&T team who's got one of my former players on it from last year, who's their leading scorer, Cam Woods. So, we'll just. I wish I could really answer that question, but right now that's they're not the opponent that's in front of us, and we got our work cut out with who we got in front of us right now.
What do you think of the welcoming you got as you guys arrived here in El Paso today?
How much needed. That was unbelievable. Just the energy, the passion, it's just a great vibe to walk into. The hotel. We had no clue I had no clue. Our players had no clue, and just to see the smiles on their faces and just the way you guys treated us was amazing and something that, you know, I know I'll never forget the rest of my life, and I'm sure most of them will never forget that welcoming. So what a great way to start off the tournament.
Anything else? Awesome. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.